So, everyone has been talking about what Elon Musk and President Trump did in this current budget that they are working on right now, that goes into March of 2025. And the Democrats have this new thing that they're doing this time, and they're calling Elon Musk President Elon. Now, we never called George Soros President Soros. We never called Anthony Fauci President Fauci when he was doing all of this for the COVID vaccine. We never call Bill Gates as always doing something President Bill Gates. But the one thing that I think is always so interesting is the Democrats always have these narratives. And the funny part about it is you wonder, how do they get these narratives out where everybody's saying the same thing? They say the same thing all the time. And then they call NBC, ABC, and CBS, and they're going to say the same thing. And then they call The View, and of course The View is going to say the same thing. Then CNN is going to say the same thing, and MSNBC is saying the same thing. All of them want everybody to be in an uproar about Elon Musk. Okay, nobody was in an uproar when Bill Gates was doing his thing or when he's messing with farmers. No one's in an uproar when George Soros is just doing everything and totally running Washington. And no one gets an uproar when the World Health Organization is writing legislation to say that they can supersede our U.S. Constitution. But the Democrats again today, they're out here saying that Elon Musk is acting as the president of the United States. Although we all know, most of us know, that the Rothschild family and a couple other families were given total control over our Federal Reserve over 100 years ago. But they didn't say anything about that. But for people who are not smart and they like Elon Musk is acting as the president, guess what? They're saying that narrative. I think Nancy Pelosi calls it the wrap-up smear, when you just keep saying the same thing over and over. Excuse me, and you wrap it up and then you tell everybody, and the people that aren't real smart, they will believe it, won't they? So you have people out here saying that Elon Musk is now the president of the United States. But anyway, let's just talk about the bill that they passed earlier tonight. And it's still, there's a lot of questions out there. And I've heard so many people today on social media saying, what's in it? What is in it? Now, the only thing that we know a few things, that they allocated $10 billion for farmers and agriculture. Now, to me, 10 billion is not a lot, especially since I see them giving 20 billion, seem like every day, to Ukraine. I think that 10 billion for farmers is not enough. That's just me personally. They didn't ask my opinion. And then they're going to give 100 billion will be given for disaster relief. And they said some of it will go to the people in the southeastern corners of our country that were affected by the recent hurricanes. The problem with that is they need to take it out of the control of the people who have not been doing the right thing anyway, which is we know that FEMA totally dropped the ball on that one. So I pray that the money really gets to the people that are down there. And then they also eliminated protections for the J6 committee. The J6 committee now don't ask me how and why would they put that in any type of budget that they are to be protected. And that is why it's so important what Elon Musk just did. Elon Musk just snitched on our U.S. Congress and told all of the things that they were doing. And you know the scary part about this? They've been doing this forever, and no one ever called them on it. This time you had Elon Musk told all of the American people they're protecting a committee that should be investigated, that should have an independent counsel. They're protecting them so that they could not be investigated for the way they handled the things that they did when they were supposed to be investigating the J6 March or whatever. And then another thing is that they also cut out what the State Department was going to have a censorship arm, and they cut that out. Those are the things that I know. There are other things that are in it. We're going to have to just wait and see. But anyway, stay tuned to my live and let's talk about it. And again, it's still a lot that's out there and we don't really know. And the reason we don't know is because 200 Democrats voted for it. And you know the thing about it, they always have groupthink, whether it helps their constituents or not. They have groupthink. The people that are calling Elon Musk the president, they always vote the same way. I don't care who their constituents are or what their needs are. And anyway, we'll talk about this later. Thank you so much.